With Jeff, it's complicated. With me, I couldn't get a good ride. I didn't have a winning car. I don't know how Jeff Gordon can walk away from what he has right now. With the year he just had, a great year, a shot at winning his 5th championship. He won 4 races. That's hard to walk away from. But you got to remember something. He's got a young man waiting in the wings that needs a ride. And I know Jeff pretty good, and I know that he loves Rick, and I know that I think he loves Hendrick Motorsports, I think probably as much as anybody. And I think Jeff feels like it's probably in the company's best interest for him to step down and give Chase a shot, give him a turn. And so I know emotionally it's got to be the hardest thing he ever did, but he has a lot tugging at him. We don't know how bad I don't know how bad his back bothers him. Maybe it bothers him more than we know. But I do know the cars are hard to drive. They're really fast. They've been the fastest cars we've ever seen. So the cars are hard to drive. Being at the track every day, this is not a weekend sport. It's 7 days a week, 365 days a year these days. So it takes a lot of time. That takes you away from your family. And I know he loves those kids. And I remember when I had my 2 girls and they were growing up, I remember looking at them thinking, man, they were 2 last year, now they're 6. And the next thing I know, they were 10. And the next thing I know, they were grown. And I'm still out here putzing around in a race car. I think Jeff takes that into consideration. So I don't think it was any one thing. It's certainly not from being competitive. Earnhardt pulled me aside in 2000. He said, when are you going to quit? I said, man, I don't want to quit. I still like driving a car. He said, yeah, but you're not competitive. You need to get out of the car, do something else. Well, for Jeff Gordon, you can't pull him aside and say, when are you going to quit? You're not competitive. He's as good right now as I think I've ever seen him. So there's a lot of things that went into Jeff's decision other than just, I think it's time for me to hang up the helmet. Plus, he has an incredible amount of talent. He can do a lot of things. He's surrounded by great people. John Bickford, a guy that we don't talk a lot about, but John has managed his career since he was a little boy. You got Rick Hendrick. You got people that are telling Jeff what he needs to do and things that are possibilities for him to do in the future. So I just think a lot of things came together, and Jeff decided that this would be his last year. I'm shocked. I thought he had another couple of years in him anyway. I thought he wanted to win 100 races. That's what I would have done. Now, I know he wants to win another championship. Maybe he thinks he can do that all in 1 year. I don't know, but I'm surprised that he didn't try to at least win 100 races and maybe get that 5th championship.
Darrell, on